What's up, guys? Hope y'all can hear me. Getting ready to do this.
Everybody ready up?
What's
Still
up, guys?
about,
Hope y'all can hear me.
I don't know, like
Getting ready to do this.
30 of you. 30 of you. Let's go. Ready up. Ready up. And just like that.
What's up, guys? Hey, this is a nice raid. 94. This is a good field trip. You guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to bring Geoff in too. Let's see. All right. My sounds aren't working. Thank you for all these subscribers. I'm seeing you guys right away. Thank you so much. That's awesome. All right. Let's see how I can get Geoff in here. All right, let's see if we can get this to work.
Yeah.
All right. Let me try to bring you in. All right, guys. So complicated. Me and Geoff been working on this all day trying to get this to work right.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's see.
It has definitely been a little bit of some work today, but we're making it work.
So, okay, there we should have. Okay, we see Geoff. I don't see myself anymore. I disappeared. Let's see if I can fix that. Okay.
Yeah, I told everybody we were having a field trip and made everyone hold hands on the way over here.
I heard you. I was listening.
Making sure they crossed the road safely.
All right. Hey, so let us know. Can everyone hear me and Geoff? Can you hear both of us talking? That has been our hardest part all day. Is how do we get both? Okay, we've got a yes. I believe you can hear us both. Geoff, why don't you give us a check?
Check 1 2. Can you guys hear both of us at the same time?
Okay, yeah, okay, we're good. All my it's not making a sound each time you guys are following, so I'm not sure why that, but I see it popping up. And thank you guys. I really appreciate it. So as Geoff mentioned,
it could be like a strong influx.
It could. Yeah, hey, that's a good thing. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. All right, cool. So the chat's saying we got good audio, so that's a good start.
I'm a little crunchy. Hey, so I'm gonna readjust my stuff again real quick, but I will be right back on that. All right?
Okay, cool.
Give me a moment.
Cool. What's up, Ye Morat 666? I'm gonna try to shout you guys out as I see the follows. So thank you. I appreciate it. I'm still kind of new to Twitch, so as Geoff mentioned, a lot of you guys probably know me from Good Charlotte, and that's how Geoff and I know each other. But outside of Good Charlotte, I work as a freelance illustrator. I draw for Marvel, I draw for Disney, I draw for Nickelodeon, I design toys for Hasbro. That's something I've been doing for quite a while. And Geoff asked me if, let's see, the follower notifications are super loud compared to your voice. Okay, well, I don't even hear them at all, so that is, let's see if I can turn those down. Okay, I see the volume. All right, I'm going to turn those down. Okay, this should help. Geoff's coming right back. Don't worry. Okay, hopefully that helps the sound a little bit. All right, cool. So yeah, what we're going to do is Geoff asked if I would draw like some emotes and badges for all you guys who are subscribing and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get some of these questions too. Oh, so for Marvel, I've done probably about 20 plus covers for Marvel. I do a lot of variant covers for Marvel, which is like a lot of times you'll get the main cover and then they'll do a second collector's edition cover. So I do a lot of those covers. Let's see, Lori Kate, thank you for buying some prints. I appreciate that. Very cool. Have I ever drawn for Gerard? Nope. No, me and Gerard have never worked together. We've talked about it a couple times back in the day, but no, we've never worked on anything.
Check 1 2.
There we
go. Hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can everybody else hear Geoff?
I'm gonna start my video up again.
All right, cool. What's up, backseat Serena? Maybe it was, or something. I keep trying to catch. I don't know why it's not making the sound for me when you guys are subbing or following, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's see. No, I've never done any Dark Horse projects. Worked a lot with IDW, with Marvel, with Boom, Image, but
That's
nothing
awesome.
nothing with DC or Dark Horse, which is my favorite cover. My favorite cover was probably I got to do a variant cover for X-Men Blue and X-Men Gold #1 when they relaunched X-Men a couple years ago. I got to do a cover for #1 for both. They split the X-Men into two teams. There was a blue team and a gold team, and Marvel asked me to do a cover for both, and that was pretty huge for me. I love X-Men, so that was a big deal.
Okay. That's
So,
awesome, man.
it says that Geoff is really laggy. Unfortunately, I don't know. Geoff said he's having some internet issues today.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It's a bummer. So, okay, so I'm gonna open this up, and we're gonna do some drawing here. So the first one we're gonna do is it's like a hang on, I gotta fix down here in the Discord. I'll make Geoff bigger on the screen again. There we go. All right, that should be cool. Lena is drowning. Thank you for hosting too. That's really cool. We appreciate that. Okay, that should catch up. Geoff should be. There we go. Full screen on you now. All right, cool.
Awesome.
Mad Dog Walker, thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, so definitely getting a little lag on the drawing too, but it's because we got a lot of things going on. The Butch Hartman of GC. It's all right. Butch is very talented. All right, I'm gonna try closing it. I just like to make sure that everything's streaming correctly on all the sites. So I've got this going on Twitch and Twitter and YouTube. So if any of you guys use any of those other sites, I'm on all of them right now. But you know, we're focused on Twitch today.
Exactly.
So all right, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and close my browser. Hopefully that might help a little bit with the laggy, and then we'll start drawing.
Sounds good.
All right, cool. Kaylee Siri, thank you. I appreciate the follow. All right, so this first drawing we're gonna do here is sort of like Geoff jumping with his guitar, like a nice kick, wide leg, something. Turn you up. Okay, someone's saying that my volume is pretty low, my mic volume. Let me go ahead and just turn that up a little bit, and we'll see what happens. Check. Yeah, that is a little quiet. Check. All right, let's see. How's that? Is that a little bit better? Oh, yeah, it seems like it's better. So, all right, cool. So let's do some drawing. And Geoff, feel free to talk, or if you see if there's any good questions or anything in the chat I'm missing, let me know so we can try to keep up with all these new followers. Thank you guys. I really appreciate this. I do like.
No worries. Hopefully.
I do like to do this. You know, probably once a week or so. Sometimes I stream art. Sometimes I stream music. I also do a lot of music production. So like I'll do beat making or recording guitar parts and stuff like that live. So between music and art, I'm on here often. I'm still kind of new to it, but since we're all stuck at home, streaming is it's like the new concerts, right?
Exactly.
That's so true. So all right, cool. Let's do a little drawing here. So it'll look pretty messy at first as I'm trying to just kind of get the idea of what we got going on. But
make sure. Am I still crunchy?
You sound less crunchy to me right now, that's for sure.
That's good.
All right, so we realize that his guitar is very hidden in the photo. I mean, his face is very hidden by his guitar in the photo that he sent me, so that's something we got to try to figure out. Where I'm gonna.
Dang, that was already so quick. Look how fast you're already just
well,
like.
At this point, it's just about like getting the gesture, getting the energy down, just like trying to like make sure that the pose feels right. Because if you know, like what's that saying? You can't polish a turd or something like that. Like you can't. If the basis of the drawing is bad, adding details and color and stuff, it's not going to get better. It's just you're going to just highlight all your flaws in the drawing. So definitely got to make sure it looks really good right off the bat, and then you can start building up to it. How many people watching right now are into art? Is any other like artists or painters or drawers or digital or anybody in here? Sure, there's got to be.
Oh, I'm sure. I've seen some awesome like fan art and artists throughout like different tours that I'm sure you have gotten some awesome art as well.
Yeah, I love seeing
a lot of these people. A lot of these people, I'd
There's
imagine, are
definitely a couple. There's this one fan in Europe. This girl who always brings us drawings, and they're really like realistic, like portrait style, like very different than what I do, but they're so lifelike and so good. It always, gets me excited when I see what talented fans there are out there.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And so usually, like, I'll start out with something like this, just so I kind of know that the basic shape is similar, and then I will drop a layer of white over top, and then I bring the opacity down a little bit, and then I'll start drawing again on a new layer over top of it, and I'll do this probably 15 times as I'm just continually, each time it gets a little cleaner, and I kind of build up a little bit each time. So we're going to make this kind of extra cartoony, almost like chibi-like, so the head is going to be a little bit bigger than a normal head would be.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. I don't think
like
Geoff.
the exaggerated stuff.
I don't think Geoff has a large head. It's just what we're working with.
Sometimes I feel like my head's just like a little too small. Have you ever seen like Men in Black?
Yeah.
They're like.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
You got a lot of hair. You got a lot of hair to make up for it, though.
Exactly.
I have the opposite problem. I still have plenty of hair. It's just very thin. I have like the most straightest, like fine hair of all time. There's like nothing to it. So straight.
Yeah. I wish that was the case for myself.
You got thick hair. My wife is a hairdresser, so at least I have that whole thing where someone who knows my head very well. No one has cut my hair in 20 years except for her. Literally, like every hairstyle I've been through and all the fun phases of my life have all been her experimenting with my bad hair.
Oh man.
I always come in with this like picture of a haircut. I'm like, oh, check out this guy's haircut. It looks so cool. How do I do that? And she's like, are you serious? That guy has like the thickest, curliest hair ever, and you could never do that. All right. Some people are saying that Geoff is a little quiet. Let me see if I can turn him up a little bit. Let's see.
No worries. Check 1 2. Check.
Okay, now I got you peaking, so you're plenty loud. All right, that should be better. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
It should be.
Is that better?
Hopefully, I'm not louder than yourself. Yeah.
I think we're probably about even now.
Chat,
right,
how's that going?
All right, cool. So we're getting somewhere. Back to this. So I'm still trying to figure out, like, this guitar is gonna have to cut through your face somehow, or maybe we're gonna have to change the angle that it is in the picture. We might go.
And if you guys are having any kind of lag or whatever, or audio issues, just refresh the page. That'll help a lot.
I think
Or should.
That will probably help with the guitar.
And then for the reference photos, the only difference really for this thing, instead of it being that white guitar, it would be like the yellow one.
Oh, okay. Are they both the same? Are they both PRSs, like body shape wise, or they're different shape wise?
They're fairly similar. One of them is like they're both kind of based around, like one of them's the yellow one's a Santana.
Okay.
But it's a double cut, so
Okay.
they're like kind of almost like an SG
more
look.
even, yeah. Well, I love that you play PRS. That's the only choice for me.
Oh yeah, no, they're amazing. I love them so much.
I grew up like, well, Good Charlotte's from Maryland, and that's where PRS is from. So I grew up, maybe 30 minutes away from the factory, and everybody, it's kind of like Maryland legend. Like everybody just knows PRS, and I always dreamed of playing one. I remember like my first one I got as a teenager. I saved up from my job. I worked at McDonald's. That's right, kids. McDonald's. It was awful.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
That's the reason why I've been meat free for 20 years now. Working at McDonald's will really kind of do that to you. I became a vegetarian after working there and stopped eating meat. And
That's awesome. That's
it's
awesome though, man.
It's McDonald's.
I'm working on that myself. It's a little bit hard. I grew up mainly in Texas, and so the whole meat thing was a little bit everywhere. But
I can imagine.
My fiance is she's a vegan, so she's trying to get me in there.
I mean, I feel like, you know, like eating is such a big part of relationships, really. You know, like you eat all the time together, like, so it helps. I mean, my wife is also, she's from Oklahoma, so it's, you know, kind of similar to the whole meat scenario down in the South where it was really hard. But she decided to be a vegetarian when she was 6 years old. Just that she just didn't want to eat meat anymore. So when we met each other, she was already, you know, very very serious about it, and I had just kind of started not eating meat. So that really worked out well for us, because definitely a big part of their relationship is eating together. You know, it just happens.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Spend a lot of time. All right, so we're starting to get something here that's starting to resemble a little bit of Geoff with a guitar.
Absolutely. It's already looking crazy.
I say the program I'm using, this is called Clip Studio Paint. It's very similar to Photoshop. If any of you guys ever mess with Photoshop, it's similar, but it has some other sort of properties or like special things about it that I really like. And I'm using a Wacom Cintiq to draw, and that's like the tablet that I'm using.
Clip Studio Paint God tier is what they're saying.
Fully. It's awesome because it costs less than Photoshop, and it works so nice.
Oh, totally.
I still kind of maybe prefer to color in Photoshop just because I know it so much, but there's this tool you'll see later that I'll use, the G Pen, which has this stabilization feature when you're inking. So when you draw like a curved line, if your hand is shaking or jittery a little bit, it'll pull the line tight for you so that you won't see the jitteriness, and it really just like helps make your lines look so smooth.
Yeah.
Whereas
that's awesome.
Photoshop just doesn't quite have that.
Yeah, I wish I was a talented artist at drawing and everything. I used to when I was younger. I used to kind of just trace stuff and then
That's
know,
a
whatever.
Great way to learn. I mean, I definitely did lots of tracing myself, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm trying to. Let's see. I got a free 4-year license with Clip Studio Paint with my tablet. Ah, nice. There you go.
That's super cool. Do this real quick.
Okay, I'm starting to get something here that's working for me. Now your face is kind of covered up, so what since I can't totally see your face exactly, like what kind of face would you like to be making?
Probably like a
Okay, so an angry face.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I want to try to make this kind of like my hype emote. So if there's any way in the background of some of it to like have any kind of wording.
Yeah, that's easy. We can just like resize and add that kind of stuff in as we get to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right. Give him a grr face. That's right. Chubbs the Bunny. Never watched an art stream before, but you love the vibes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, make sure you guys are following me because we're gonna do lots. I do lots of these, so.
Oh yeah. Very, very talented artist here, you guys.
I appreciate it, man. It's a lot of times, a lot of time spent in your bedroom without hanging out with friends. That's what it takes, people.
Yeah.
All those cool rock stars and artists, how do they get so good? They sacrificed their life to sit in a room and get better at something. I'll work on his hair a little bit. I don't love the hair yet, but we're still kind of just in that rough phase. So. Alright, so shrink it down a little bit. Another reason I just love digital art. Anything you don't like, you change a hand, change the shape of anything, you can just kind of go back and edit it so easily versus when it's on paper, you know, it's there for good.
Yeah.
I'm a little too like OCD about my art, you know, if I like look back at something and I hate one of the fingers, like the whole thing's dead to me.
Yeah. Oh, I can't even imagine. Like, uh,
It's like when people are always
I,
like, "Oh, you have a lot of tattoos. Do you design your own tattoos?" I'm like, "No way. Are you kidding me?" Like 6 months down the line, if I'd look down at a tattoo and see something that like I didn't like the way it was drawn or I drew it wrong, I would be like, "Oh, I've got to get this tattoo replaced." You know,
yeah.
you got to trust your tattoo artist because at least I can blame them instead of myself if it doesn't look good.
Oh, absolutely. Actually, Chloe, my girlfriend, fiance, she's actually just started tattooing. She's a huge into art as well.
Oh, nice.
So I definitely know what you mean by that. Trusting your artist is a huge thing.
Tattooing is hard. I've done a couple tattoos in my life, but man, it's definitely hard.
Oh yeah.
I tattooed Benji one time, and I tattooed my wife. That's it. Just like little dumb tattoos. Some guy was like on our tour bus, like way back in the day. Some tattoo artist at Warp Tour who just like showed up with his stuff, and he was just tattooing all these people. And Benji was like, "Yo, let Billy use it and tattoo me." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, use this guy's thing." He's like, "Just do like a really like messy, like crazy looking anarchy symbol on my leg." And I was like, "Okay, so it looks like bad and messy on purpose, but that's the kind of the vibe he was going for." But I didn't even know I was
Mm,
gonna tattoo, and all of a sudden he was like, "Give it to Billy." And I was like, "Oh shit."
that's awesome. Very, very cool. How's everybody in the chat doing? You guys doing good? Is this awesome or what?
It's so weird.
I'm
Like
super
I
stoked.
feel like we should be able to hear them talking, but you can't. You gotta keep looking down at the chat.
Yep. Yeah. It's definitely something I've had to, get used to a little bit. Um, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome to have everyone in here.
I mean, especially just with the way we are with the world right now, like having an outlet like this to be able to meet up with your fans and talk and like show them what you're doing. It's really cool.
Oh yeah, totally. Absolutely. Trying to push this a little bit. Let me see here.
Hands are always difficult. I usually kind of do the hands last. I put a little space in for them, but hands are tricky.
Okay. And done. Sorry, I'm just posting more stuff.
All good.
I get focused. Very, very cool.
Yeah, a lot of people in the chat mentioning how much they dislike drawing hands too. Definitely hard. Something you got to work on. I mean, sometimes there's days where I would just fill a whole sketchbook with hands. Like, I think that's another thing that I always like to advice I give to young artists is if you're really good at drawing cats, then don't draw cats anymore because you already know how to draw cats. Like find something that you're not good at and just like figure out how to draw it. Like I really dislike drawing vehicles. That's something I'm not comfortable with. Like if someone writes me, like I do a lot of commissions on my website where people will write and say, "Hey, I want to buy a commission. I want you to draw anything you can think of." It's like sort of like I want Spider-Man, but like hanging outside of my house that I grew up as a kid or something. Like just really random stuff that you could never see, that you couldn't buy at the store. So and oftentimes it's like, "Hey, can you do a Batman commission?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no problem. I love Batman." They're like, "Okay, cool." And then they're like, "Can he be on his motorcycle jumping off a building?" I'm like, "Oh, that's a totally different commission. There's a motorcycle and a whole city involved. Like that's a
Yep.
lot more work." But
Oh yeah.
characters, I'm just much more comfortable with. What I usually do most of my work these days is with Hasbro, so I do a lot of Marvel toy design with them, and that's super fun because there's no backgrounds involved. I don't really have to think that much about how the character is existing in space, like where they're standing, like what sort of 3D plane they're on and stuff like that. Just drawing toys and stuff is really nice for me personally because it's just character based. You know, you're just coming up with cool poses that the character could be in. So I really like that.
Yeah. Dude, I really wish I could get back into drawing, man.
No time like
I
the
really
present,
enjoyed
man.
it.
You know.
Exactly. You're nailing how leggy Geoff is. Nice.
Well, I'm
I
looking
see.
at a picture, and he's got some really tight pants on. So
The tightest of
they're
tight pants.
very leggy.
Fun fact with this photo that he's referencing was actually the very first time we toured together, and one of our first tours ever was with these guys. So that's another really cool little backstory to this actual piece that is being created today.
That's true. It's cool. You can. I feel like I should have figured out a way to put the picture on the screen so you could see what I'm working from. But okay, so see now I look back and I think this foot over here, the right foot is too small, or maybe the leg isn't long enough. Like something about it doesn't look right. So we're gonna adjust. I'm gonna move everything over a little. Make room for this foot. So what kind of music are you guys all listening to? I could use some new music recommendations. I'd love to hear what everybody's digging. Tell us in the chat what you guys are listening to.
Oh yeah.
They said do another stream where you teach Geoff how to draw. Hey, that could be kind of fun actually.
Oh man, I'll have to get a whole different kind of get your setup, and
That's
it'll
right.
just be like you tell me to draw something, and I'll just draw like a a potato.
Like a color by number thing.
Let's see. They're listening to Oliver Tree's new album, some Bad Flower.
I saw a couple of No Bad Flower. I know. See, Bring Me the Horizon. Me and Geoff were both super standing Bring Me the Horizon before this, talking about how much we love that new song they put out. Those guys are just so good.
Oh yeah.
A lot of Oliver Trees. I don't know Oliver Trees. I see that name a lot, but I don't really know it. Is it a band or a person?
It's kind of like it's just a person.
Okay.
They've got some wild videos though. Their videos are insane.
I'll have to check it out.
It's more I'd like to say it's more on like the rappy side.
Okay, well, I listen to a lot of rap music, so I'll give it a try. I'll probably listen to it and be like, oh crap, I have heard this before, or I know this song or something.
There is a couple songs that you're like, you know what, I might have actually heard this before.
Yeah, okay.
He's kind of popping off right now.
Cool.
Let's see here. Oh, Dwayne, yeah, the one and only Dwayne Jackson.
Course, yeah. Me and Dwayne were talking a couple weeks ago about trying to make some music together, actually, but the whole pandemic thing makes that a little tricky sometimes, you know.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No, a lot of people are comfortable like going to the studios and working and stuff, but I'm just not there yet, you know. America's just not good, and I'm trying to play it really safe, you know.
Oh, exactly. You have to, man. You got to take it all seriously. I'm trying to make sure people all are, taking it as seriously as I'd like everyone to be. It's not a not a smart idea to not actually take this whole thing seriously.
I know, it's very frustrating. You know, like a lot of people get offended, you know, because everybody has a different point of view on it. But my point of view is let's just get it over with. Whatever it takes to get this done is where I'm at.
I agree. The sooner it's all done, the sooner we can all go back to being somewhat normal.
I feel like I need to find some better pictures of your face because you're very obscured in all these. Although I kind of draw all my face is fairly similar. You know, it's just about like getting the details, like, you know.
Yeah, I can find a couple other ones. I'll send you on the Discord chat.
Right, cool. You guys in the chat can tell me what's wrong. You guys are all Jeff's fans, you know it. They're gonna be like, no, his left nostril is 0.2 millimeters bigger than the right one.
I do have a nose ring on that side, so
Okay,
that might be pretty
the
cool.
side that's facing us.
Yep. And
Perfect.
it's like a blue teal kind of.
A ring
color.
or like a stud?
It's a ring.
Okay. I almost wonder if you should have your eyes closed for the Gur face, but I think it would look better if we see your eyes. So
Yeah.
something like this would probably be looking at your guitar. Now your hair is a lot of different lengths in these pictures. What kind of length are you looking for?
So I'll send you another photo that'll end up being probably more along the lines of it. It's not going to be a like a performance photo, but it'll be more of like a.
Yeah. Right. I've got the pose down now. Trying to check up on the chat every once in a while too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate you guys all staying so active, and I got to affiliate pretty quick. I want to figure out how to do this partner thing, you know?
Yeah, same. I'm right there with you, man. We are.
Except Jeff has like 300% more followers than me. Till after this, when you guys all hit that follow button, and then I'm good to go, right?
Exactly. Everybody, please follow Billy. Anything like that. Any subscribing is also awesome.
I'll let
Definitely
you guys
goes a long way.
Let you guys wait and watch a couple videos to see if it's worth subscribing, you know. But I do appreciate it.
Let me see here.
Nice. Best field trip finale. Such a good stream to watch literally at night. Thank you. That's cool. Okay. Did you send some pictures in the chat already?
No, I'm trying to get it to actually send.
No problem. I'm gonna kind of just work off this photo for now, and then if I need to change the length, I mean, obviously this picture would look better with long hair because you want it flying all up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
So where's everybody watching from? Is everybody here in America, or we got like Europe or Australia or all that stuff? I'm sure you guys are watching from all over the place, unless it's a really weird time in one of those.
I know some people might be from Russia, UK, nice. Ireland, Canada.
Nice. Got some Argentina there, New York, Spain, Ireland, Netherlands. Nice. Sweden. Very cool. Nice. Well, I'm currently in California. That's where I live. See a couple Californians in there.
Yeah, I love how how we can do this. While during this whole pandemic and everything going on in the world, we can still connect to each other.
Connected, yeah. Where do you think Waterparks does the best? Where's your like biggest?
Man, it's crazy because like I feel like we do just as well in the UK as we do in the States. It's kind of like a tie there.
Nice.
Here and there. We've never actually been to Russia, but we have people that come from Russia to our Germany shows. We do pretty good in Germany as well.
Nice.
Yeah,
Russia's a hard place to get to. You know, we've been doing this for 20 years, and we've only been to Russia once or maybe twice. Either we did 2 shows there in one tour, or we've been there twice.
Okay.
Yeah, twice actually. So we supported Pink for a little bit on her tour in Europe. And Pink went to Russia, and we played one show with her, and then we did one of our own shows in Russia. And it was crazy, though. Like, the crowd was insane there.
This is kind of, both of those are a little bit more closer to, like, what my hair length is.
Okay, cool. Let me see. I'm going to check them out.
They're, again, sorry, they're, like, vain. I feel, like, ridiculous sending selfies to you or whatever.
These are good. These are going to be my new phone backgrounds.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are pretty short though, so you got no long hair in the back.
Okay. Not really. It's like it's like a slight little mullet.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay. So All right. So how come? So what's it look like in the chat when some people's names have purple squares, like, or they're highlighted? What does that mean?
Highlighted means they use. So you have these channel points. If you are looking at your Twitch exactly, I have 670 channel points saved. So whenever anyone that is watching your stream, the more they tune in, the more and more they rack up these points.
Okay.
And once they rack up a certain amount of points, you can actually change these and edit these to do special things. At some point, like my buddy, whenever they save up like I think it's like 30,000 points or something.
Mm-hmm.
He has to put on his Batman mask for
Mm.
like majority of the rest of the stream.
That's
kind of
funny.
thing like that.
Yeah.
But so what that is those highlighted messages are going to be they turned in those points in order to be able to make their message highlighted.
Oh,
So that
okay. So you
you'll
can see it better, right? Okay,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
exactly.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool. There's a lot of really cool things
There is.
that you can do with this site.
Just when I think I'm getting Twitch figured out, there's something new, you know?
Yeah.
All right, so what I'm going to do here, another thing that makes Photoshop really easy or working digitally is, all right,
Yeah.
So, all right, so here's the drawing I'm working from, just so you guys can see it for a second. I'm going to open that up.
Oh, yeah.
So that's sort of the drawing I'm working from.
Man, what a time that was.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this guitar out so I can get this angle, because it's a very specific angle. And then I'm going to bring it into this. Now we can make sure that I'm getting all those details right. Okay, so we're going to have to turn this up a little more.
That's sick.
Maybe even more.
See how awesome this dude is? Look at what he's doing. This is insane to me.
Right now I'm cheating because I'm just taking a photo. But, you know, like, I would not be lying if I didn't tell you that like half of your favorite artists do this kind of stuff. But for me, it's also like muscle memory. Once I've drawn something, like your brain kind of just remembers it. Just like anything, when you're learning a song or a new scale or a chord progression or something that you really like, it's like muscle memory. So it's like if I'm having trouble with a pose and I'll bring in a photo and I'll start to kind of work over top of the photo, your brain is just remembering what you're doing. So the next time you go to work on something, it's just like, oh, I remember how to draw this. So.
Oh yeah.
You know.
That's super cool.
And I'm also have to, take some liberties to make sure you bring your own style into it. You don't want to just trace over a picture. So, okay, a couple people keep asking about teaching themselves to play guitar. I've seen a couple people say that. What do you think would be a great way to teach yourself? How did you learn how to play guitar? Did you like take lessons? Did you teach yourself, or how did you learn?
Personally, I taught myself. I moved from California to Houston like right at the beginning of my high school. Right whenever I started high school. So I didn't really know anyone. High school is already hard as it is, especially, with how everything goes and
when you're a new kid.
Socially. Yeah, when you're a new kid and everything. And so I kind of just got inspired and I was like, I just want to learn how to play guitar. So I just started looking up tabs is all.
Sure.
Learn shapes through tabs. And then one of the best things that Austin actually taught me while I'm still learning, like you're never not learning guitar. You can always learn more than you know.
Very true.
Is to practice to a metronome. Extremely important from what it's helped me a lot.
Especially when you're in the studio.
Yes, exactly.
Make you a better. I mean, I remember when we went into to do The Young and the Hopeless. So we did that record with Eric Valentine, and Eric's definitely like a little more like old school producer. He loves like vintage gear and that just kind of vibe. So he was like, I know you guys are going for this sort of, modern sound, but he really wanted to try to pull some kind of, traditional punk kind of sound. And he was like, I want to do this whole record to tape. And we were like, wow. And he knew he had all these old tape machines, and he goes, but doing it to tape pretty much means you have to play it perfect. There's no like going in and adjusting it in the computer. So he's like, I want to record the whole band live, like at one time, and I want to do it to tape. And we're like, oh, cool, yeah, that'll be awesome, And so we sit down and we start like tracking down some stuff, and he kind of hit stop like 10 seconds in, and he was like, yeah, this isn't gonna work. You guys sound a mess. We're like, no, we got this. And he was like, okay. He's like, we're gonna do it different. So we ended up not recording it as a whole band. We each recorded our parts individually, but we still did it to tape. So we'd have to go in, and like each part, he'd be like, nope, play it again. Nope, play it again. Nope, play it again. Nope, play it again. And like a couple parts, like I must have to play them 50 times over and over and over and over to the metronome or to the click track just to make sure it sounded perfect. And that's really where you learn right away. Like, man, if you can't play to a metronome or right on time, you're going to waste time in the studio. It's expensive to be in the studio. And if you're, nailing it your first take, it's going to work way better than doing it 50 times. So it made us, we all left that studio session like being 10 times the players we were going into it, because he kind of forced us to work outside of our comfort zone.
That's awesome, though. That's really cool. I didn't actually know that.
It was cool. I don't think we've ever done another record like that, but
we've never done anything to tape. It's always been pretty much through like anything digital for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, every other record we did the same way. He took the tapes and he transferred the tapes digitally. Like he put them into Pro Tools for mixing and editing and stuff like that. But just to get that sort of texture from tape, he really wanted to have everything recorded to tape at first.
Yeah, absolutely. That's sick.
Which is so weird. Mentioning I do a lot of producing and beat making. It's crazy how often I run something through like a tape emulator to get that sound, but it's almost like you're going backwards. Hey, we got a couple people in the chat using my bat emote, so that means we got some subs in there. Thank you guys. Very cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, anybody that can, let's see those Billy Martin bats. Those are sick. Yeah. I haven't seen those yet.
Yeah, those look cool. I've got like a bat, I've got a little demon head, and then I have like a 27. I used to have a clothing line level 27 back in Good Charlotte heydays. So I made the 27 emote for the OG fans.
That's really cool. I love that. I'm trying to get something in kind of in the same realm as far as like stuff that's dedicated more towards like our older fans and things like that too.
It's cool.
Ooh, at last I said I have some L27 tattoos.
Ooh, crazy. Yeah, that's awesome.
Very cool.
Thank you. Yeah, lots of bats popping up in the chat. First, when I was making these emotes, I was like, I don't really understand what I'm doing. And then I saw someone use the bat, and I'm like, oh, okay, now I get it. Cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like, like the new follower pop-ups. Like you can make your own GIFs for that kind of stuff too, right? Like you don't have to use the preset ones that they supply.
I don't believe so. Yeah, I believe you can create your own.
Yeah, I don't really know how to do GIFs, but I kind of don't think it would be too hard to learn. That might have to be my next adventure. All right, so here's scroll out a little bit. We can see how this is coming.
That is looking awesome.
Cool.
Very cool.
Says the stream is super laggy, but we're here to stay. Sorry that it's so laggy. I don't know what's up with that.
It's just internet stuff.
I wonder, like I have 2G and 5G at my house. If I switch to 5G, it'll keep us going.
It'll probably end the stream, unfortunately.
All right, so you guys are gonna have to deal with the lagginess then.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and refresh this just to see if it'll help.
So Geoff, you said you plug straight in, right? Like you don't do wireless to help get a better signal?
Yeah, that would be like personally any recommendation for that as far as what we can do to like help your internet, if it's your internet that it might be. I mean, Is I can only imagine your router's probably pretty far, or your modem is pretty far away.
It is, yes.
You can buy like a super long Ethernet cable and run it throughout the house.
I guess I could do that, you know. Maybe not the worst idea.
I actually ended up having we switched internet providers not too long ago, and I had them just install the modem back here in the room that I stream at, so that I have the optimal streaming, situation.
Pretty good idea. Let's
Yeah.
see. Someone asked if I ever checked out Carpenter Brute. I'm not sure. Is that some probably last time I asked for music recommendations? Maybe that's something somebody sent. I can't remember. So if I did, maybe it didn't leave a lasting impression, but it could have been good. I just don't remember exactly. I'll have to recheck that out. This person said that their brother bought a 100-foot Ethernet cable for that exact reason. That's wild.
Yep, my brother-in-law did that.
Crazy that they make that.
I know, right? Just typing up a couple things.
Still not sure on the hair here yet, because the hair is such a part that really makes that picture so cool, but you don't have all that hair, so I'm trying to find a way to get that energy.
Yeah.
Without.
And again, do you, man? Make it whatever you know how to make it come to life.
Technically, I'm doing you, so I need it to look like you. You know. So.
True. Very true.
Right, we'll keep messing with it. We'll get something.
Very, very cool. I'm actually gonna step away for just a moment.
Okay.
But I'll be right back. Okay.
All right. Cool. You guys can't all leave now that Jeff's leaving. Okay. So how many people in the chat have seen Good Charlotte and Waterparks together? Because we have toured together a lot of times, so I have to assume some of you have. Ain't going anywhere, Billy. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so this is coming together. I'd say a lot of you guys are new Waterparks fan. You guys are just figuring it out. I mean, it's been really awesome to see their rise, you know, from a band that nobody really knew when we first started working with them to how well they do now. It's crazy. I'm gonna have to plug my camera in because it's not getting enough power. So give me 1 second. You're gonna lose both me and Jeff for a second. All right, I keep using my iPhone as my camera just because it works the best. One day I'll get a good streaming camera too, so I won't have to use my phone. Hang on, I think it's got to reconnect. Give me 1 second. All right, there we go. Waterparks stand since summer of 2018. Nice. Yes, I have listened to Palais Royale before. I like their new record a lot. It's got really cool sounds on it. They definitely kind of changed it up a little bit. I like it. Listen, I see someone saying there's so many baby stands. Listen, from a person who's been in a band for 20 years, you know, like new fans, old fans, that's the stuff is the best for a band. If you can manage to have a fan who stays around for a long time, it's the best. New fans are great too, but it's really cool when people stick around for a long time. Let's see, Aces. No, I don't know who Aces is. Is that a band? I'll have to check that out too. Hey, what's up, Hell Hero? Thanks for joining, man. How are you? Ooh, nice. Yeah, it sure is convenient that the people that you follow show up in a different color. Otherwise, I wouldn't have noticed you. Yeah, of course I listen to Youngblood. I've been a fan of Youngblood since his first record. I'm going to try something a little different with the hair here since Jeff's hair isn't quite the same. I think something like that would probably look cooler. Shout out to Johnny and Liam. Thanks for watching, guys. So I need Jeff back here to moderate this chat. I can't keep up with it. IDK, hi, I know of them. I've known Ryan since maybe 2003 or something like that. He used to play in another band a long time ago that he was just, I think, just maybe a fill-in drummer for. And we got along really well. So Ryan and I have known each other for a long time. So crazy to see his journey. I'm really glad to see him in a band where he seems happy and doing well. He's just a really positive guy too.
I am back. How's it going, man?
We're good. How you feeling about this hair and the red? Does this look a little more closer?
Yeah, man, that's cool.
Yeah,
absolutely.
A little more on par.
Yeah, totally.
Not perfect yet, but closer.
Yeah, that looks great.
Kind of flying up, but that's part of the action here.
Exactly. I mean, that's gonna happen.
It does happen.
I don't really put hairspray in or anything, so.
I've got plenty of wild hair pics too. You know, sometimes you're like, dang, like that's what I look like. Like you never see yourself like that.
Yeah.
I keep losing my phone connection.
Oh, is that keep happening?
Yeah, well, the app I use, this like Epcom something or whatever. What's up, Leslie Parks? Thank you for the host. It's very cool. You can connect wirelessly or via USB, so sometimes it loses the connection. Yeah, it's out again. It's also like about to die, and I can't reach the power plug from where my webcam is set up. I plugged it into my computer, so I feel like it should be getting power, but I'm afraid that might be what's happening. I'm gonna see that it's charging. No, it's charging now. Okay. At least that's going up. I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reconnect this. Okay. Hopefully, okay, we got it back now. Someone asked if I could slow down the chat. I don't know exactly how to do that. Casual sabotage. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I can help. Do you have any mods by any chance?
I mean,
Moderators for your chat.
no, I don't.
If you go to your chat real quick,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just do slash,
Jeff, I'm
like
not gonna
forward
make you a
slash.
moderator. I know what you're trying to get at. It's not gonna happen, dude. Just kidding. Hang on
All
one
right,
second.
all
Hang on. Okay. All right. So where I'm going into Streamlabs? No, in on Twitch.
You should be able to do it through Streamlabs.
Okay.
Do you see the chat on Streamlabs?
Yep.
All right, so you do
chats.
forward slash, and then go type in mods space, and then type in underscore Jeff.
What was the first thing? Just mods.
Yeah. So
Space.
forward slash mods space underscore Jeff.
Okay. Forward slash mods space. No ats or anything. Just your name.
Just my name, yeah.
Let's try that.
Did it say that it allowed me to do that?
It says that the moderators of this channel is the Restream bot, which is not you. Okay, so forward slash. Oh wait, there we go. Something happened, I think. Okay, okay, not mods, but mod.
Oh, okay, yeah, my bad. Mod.
Noob.
Yeah, I know.
All right, there we go. There we go. We're good to go now.
Now I got mod view. I'll go ahead and slow the chat down for you. Give me a moment here.
Trying to catch some of the Twitter watchers. Roman Perez, what's up, man? Thank you for watching. I appreciate it.
We're gonna just do a 10-second slowdown for now to see how this goes.
Okay, cool. I got a nice little message from Restring saying that we'd already hit over 1,000 chat, so that's pretty cool. Thank you guys.
Yeah, they're sick. They're awesome. They're killing it. Jeff has too much power now.
I know, right?
Welcome. You've created. What have you done, Billy?
All right, start kicking them out one at a time.
Oh, don't worry. I will not kick you guys unless you're disrespectful.
That's right.
And if you hate Spider-Man, then you guys are out.
Fully. Is that your favorite superhero?
I think so, man. I really, really love Spider-Man.
I'm agreeing.
He's my favorite like superhero, but like my favorite hero is Link.
Yeah, we have a lot in common. We definitely do.
Yeah.
I would pick Link as my favorite too, and it's definitely my son's favorite too. My son is like a major Zelda Link fan.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I don't know if I told you before, but my daughter is actually named after a character in Zelda. Her full name, we call her. She goes by Rory, but her full name is Ferora.
Ah, nice.
Which is the there's like, you know, if you ever played Ocarina of Time.
Of course I have.
There's the three.
Are they like the
like
water
the three
nymphs or something? Or part of one of the emblems? Okay.
Yeah, so it's like the green one.
Okay.
And it's like basically the goddess who created all life and like, you know, all the greenery and everything. It's very cool. And it's also the goddess of courage, which is a huge thing for me.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. That's a cool name. I actually have a Zelda Legend of Zelda tattoo on my
awesome.
It's kind of like really random. So it was one of our first tours that we ever did. And I was playing Wind Waker on on the tour bus like all the time. I was super into it. We were on tour with Newfound Glory at the time.
Yeah.
And you know,
it's funny you bring that up though. I'll tell you afterwards.
All right, cool. So either would have been the Honda Civic tour or the very first tour that we did like on our first record. I can't remember which one it was, but I was playing Zelda like all the time, and I used to get a lot of tattoos on tour that like sort of were like memories or symbolizing like a tour or certain things like that. So I have like Link's shield with like the Triforce and stuff on it on the back of my leg, and then there's a banner wrapped around it that says NFG on it. So it was like a Newfound Glory like Legend of Zelda like combo tattoo that I got.
Awesome. That's sick,
Kind of
man.
random, but that's just sort of was like, that's where I was at that moment, and I was like, I don't want to, and I love those guys. They're really really good dudes.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. No, I literally just started my playthrough of Wind Waker HD. They remade it for like the Wii U, and I was streaming that yesterday. So
Oh,
I
nice,
started
nice.
doing this whole like Wind Waker Wednesdays kind of thing.
Okay, cool.
But I've played that game like I think I've beaten that game more than any of the other ones. It's just such a good game. I love the art style.
Yeah, me too. I mean, was
Um,
that the first Toon Link? Was that like the first one they did it with?
that was the very first Toon Link. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yep.
that was definitely cool, man. When I first saw that, I was like, dang, gotta get this. All right,
Oh
so
yeah.
people are arguing in the chat over who the best Spider-Man is.
Ah.
So I think
Uh.
personally, yes, I'm gonna go with Tom Holland. I love Tom Holland. I think he's awesome. But I think that Andrew Garfield looks the most like Peter Parker in my mind. As far as
Okay.
like he's lanky, Andrew Garfield has like that long neck and long legs, and I think of Spider-Man as being really lanky. Like when I draw him, at least I like to draw his limbs like really long and skinny, and so Andrew Garfield just had like the perfect sort of just natural body shape to play Spider-Man. So I thought that worked really well. But Tom Holland is so likable. Like when I see him on screen, I'm like, oh, he's just the coolest. And I got to meet him at I do a lot of Comic Cons too, and I've got to become good friends with a lot of the guys who run them. And my buddy runs this one called Ace Comic Con. Ace does
Mhm.
really well, and they always get like the best stars. And he had Tom Holland there, so I got to bring a couple Spider-Man drawings that I did, and have him sign them to my kid. So I got to bring home like my art that was like to my sons with Tom Holland's signature on them. So that was a pretty cool moment for us.
That's awesome. Very cool. Man, I don't know. I don't know which one what is going to be my favorite one. Is it I'm trying to think of which one was it that
And there's Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland. That's it.
yeah, let me see exactly which one Tom Holland was cuz
Let's see. Yeah, I've done. I'm trying to answer some of the questions in the chat. I've done a couple variant covers for Spider-Man actually. My thought on Bucky Barnes, like the actor or like the character in the comics. For someone who's worked on a lot of comics, I don't read enough of them. It's always been about the artwork for me. If my favorite artist isn't drawing the book anymore, then I would kind of stop reading it. I just would kind of bounce around. Let's see. Hell Hero needs to know which Spider-Man issues. What's the Spider-Man ones I've done? Technically, none of them are Spider-Man, actually. I did a Captain America cover that has Cap and Spidey on it. Champions cover, which has Spider-Man. I've done 2 Stan Lee like variant covers where they have Stan Lee like interacting with Spider-Man, but technically none of them were actually for a Spider-Man book. So okay, I've done Spider-Man a lot on covers, but not for the actual Spider-Man book.
that's super cool though.
It's definitely cool. Anytime they ask me to do Spider-Man, it's a good day. So
Yeah. I do think Andrew Garfield is my favorite Spider-Man after seeing which one that was. Because I do agree, Tom Holland. That was the one that's like in all the Avengers movies, right?
correct, yes.
Okay. He's definitely cool, but I think that overall, the way, like the movies that Andrew Garfield were in, kind of, I feel like they fit, it just fits better to me a little bit.
Yeah, like
Like the story behind all of it.
yeah, they were good, and I have some more fun facts for that. So the guy who directed most of our videos from the first record, he directed the Motivation Proclamation video. He came out. I think he came out on the road with us to do the festival song video, and then he came back and did the River for us like a few years later. Mark,
That's sick.
his name's Mark Webb, and he directed both of the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies. Which crazy to see him starting out as just a music director, kind of working his way up in the industry, and next thing you know, he's doing Spider-Man. So I was really stoked when I heard about that because he's also another like really nice, genuine, sweet guy.
Oh yeah.
So
That's super cool.
was always hoping I would like run into him at Comic-Con or something like that, but I haven't run into him again since he's worked on. All right, so what's your hair like right here by your sideburn area, Jeff? Is it just like, is it short here? Do you keep it short and then the long hairs over top of it, or? Is it
Yeah,
all long?
so let me see.
Because neither of the pictures like show that.
So on the yeah, so the side, my left side is going to be more of like the longer, like kind of bangs side, technically.
Okay. Okay, I see. Like in the one picture, there's actually like some hair that kind of. It's not like shaved or anything like that.
No, just a little bit
Okay,
shorter,
so we'll kind of bring it out like
shorter, like
that.
underneath, and then it's kind of like an undercut, but not like shaved.
Okay.
But yeah, how's the slow chat? Is that too slow? You guys think you guys are okay now? Because I can adjust it a little bit.
Yeah. Yes, Tom Holland is definitely not American. He does a really good American accent, though, huh? He's British.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, Hell Hero.
Very cool.
See, Hell Hero on there is actually a friend of mine. We've known each other since high school.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, he was in a band, that my old band that we were talking about earlier.
Okay.
We would play together, and yeah, so I've known him for a long time. But he's a big streamer. So anyone you looking for good gaming streaming content, you guys should all go follow Hell Hero's channel. That's right.
That's sick. Very, very cool. Well, it's very nice to meet you, man. That's awesome.
Yes, I definitely don't keep in touch with a ton of people from back in the day, but he's
Mhm.
one of the ones.
Yeah. I'd imagine maybe were you at there when you guys did like the four show run with us on the East Coast? You know if they showed
I
up?
don't think so. I can't remember the last time you came out to a show. I mean, I know you've come to a couple here, but I can't remember what the last one was.
Yeah. I think we played. I gotta remember all of those. Oh my gosh.
All right, so
The
how do you
venue in DC.
how do you feeling about this, Jeff? Before I move on, I'm gonna go on to maybe like the cleaning it up a little. No, I gotta put the jacket on you. That's the problem. I got you wearing a t-shirt, but you want that jacket. All right, I can fix that. Forgot
Yeah,
about the
that's
jacket.
pretty much the only thing. That looks sick, man. I love that.
Mm.
And then the shoes will actually end up being just kind of like just like a boot. Just
More
a
of
black boot.
a boot. Okay.
But the pants are tucked into the boot. So
Okay. Shoes is another one of those things for me. It falls in the same category as cars and stuff. Shoes are difficult to draw. It's weird. It's just the basic
Yeah.
shape of a shoe isn't, but the way everything falls together, it's hard.
Mhm.
What, you haven't seen GC since the Tower Records release party? That's insane. I thought for sure you would have come to another show.
Is that Tower Records? Where?
Like in Maryland, yeah. Like,
Okay, I was like, because we did a Tower Records like release party for one of ours, but that was in Japan, I
yeah,
think.
because there's no Tower Records anymore. As far as I know, they're gone.
Yeah. The only one that I think it was like a couple, maybe a year or two ago. There was a Tower Records we went to in Japan, in Tokyo.
Yeah, I think the Tower Records is still there in Japan. I've been to that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Says there's Tower Records in Bethesda. I think we're talking about the Annapolis one, but there's a bunch of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they didn't just didn't stay around in the States or something.
All right, so we're gonna give you some more of a jacket vibe here. Another one of those digital art pluses, you know.
Yeah.
Just go in and fix that pretty easy. Oh, this jacket has a zipper in the back, huh? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. I can, if I want to, I can unzip it all the way down, and it's two pieces. It's very weird.
That it's cool though. Simple things in life we miss right now. How I would love to put on like jeans and a boots and a jacket and like have a reason to like put on cool clothes, but instead it's just sweatpants and a t-shirt every day because we are in
Yeah.
quarantine, you know?
Yep. I got some sweatpants I got at the Nintendo Store of America.
Oh, nice. That's
NYC,
cool.
man. Yeah, that's like my loungy. It's pretty much what I've been mainly wearing
That's pretty cool.
while I'm home.
All right, so at least we got the jacket, and let's see, there's this little line here, and there's like a patch, but you won't really see too much of the patch. Wonder if like we'll see some of the jacket. Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, Jeff, like the videos are a little bit out of sync, but it's still very appreciated that you guys are hanging out. I think it's just everyone being on just internet stuff.
In general, the internet's just slow for everybody, right?
Yeah.
All right, I think I might want to pull your head up a little bit. Actually, we're gonna bring it up a bit. I know we plan to do the stream till like 5:30ish, so I'm definitely didn't get as far as I wanted to. So it's up to you. Either I can keep working on this in another time, or we could plan another day next week, maybe if we want to do like part 2 of this, where I could finish working on it live or something like that.
Yeah, man, that's up to you guys in the chat. What do you guys think? What would you like to do?
If you're into it and you want to see more, like I'd love to keep going. It'd be fun to keep it going.
I've got the river stuck in my head now. Oh boy. Oh man, believe me, anytime we go on tour, that's like always stuck in our head.
Definitely one of my favorites.
It's sick, man. I love that one so much.
Another song.
Part 2 would be sick.
All right, we got some part 2 fans. That's good. The River is another song that forced me to be a better guitar player. Because then we had the guys from Avenged Sevenfold come in and guest on that song, and Brian did like a guitar solo through the end of it, and I was thinking like, dang, I gotta learn this and play it every night. So that's definitely a highlight for me, is getting to play the solo at the end of The River.
That's definitely how kind of some of our band dynamic works. Is like we'll write together and do things like behind the scenes, but then Austin will be like, by the way, I kind of put this shreddy solo in, and now you have to learn it.
Right.
Dang it.
It's kind of fun though. It makes you get better.
Yeah, it really does, man. It makes you it forces you to get better.
Yeah. All right, so it looks like we definitely got to do a part 2, you know? They're interested in it, so I'm definitely into it. I'm pretty open next week, so we could maybe try to do it early. We'll pick a good day.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm down. We'll have to discuss, and then we can.
Yeah, I'll try to maybe like clean up the sketch a little bit, so that next one I could just start inking it and coloring right away, so that we're past all the sort of design phase.
Yeah, that, and if you end up being able to buy a 100-foot Ethernet cable, I feel like that might help a lot
too. I don't know if it's just
there.
the extra factors, like that, because we're streaming our Discord video, and you know that might be part of it.
That could definitely be it.
That we're using. And I also have my wife, 2 kids, and her mom who lives with us, so we got pretty much 5 people are using devices at all times over here, which takes up a lot of bandwidth as well.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, I'm dealing with that currently. So I've just been dealing with weird internet things.
No, Siri, I'm not interested.
This has been really, really awesome so far. That looks sick, dude.
Thank you. I'm glad you're happy with it. Sometimes I get nervous on these streams, you know, because sometimes drawings don't always go the way you want, and it's like pulling your hair out. Like, why can't I see this, or why? One of the last jobs I was doing for Hasbro on the toy design, I did a bunch of Marvel characters, and I'm not really allowed to talk about what they're for, who the characters are, or anything, but I did a bunch of cool poses that I felt good about, and then my designer boss at Hasbro came back and was like, cool, can you draw all of these from the back now? Like the same pose, but flip it around and draw them from the back. So the way your brain has to work to think about the human figure in 3D when you like flip it completely the other way was like a challenge I haven't had for a long time. And it was really frustrating, but like really rewarding in the end when I would finally like see the pose.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
And in fact, I was like, hey, these are really hard, but I feel like I'm going to become a better artist because of it. Can I do more, please? You know?
Yeah.
All right. So in this picture, your boots aren't really like over your pants. Do you want like sort of like boots, like big boots that stick up like that, like this?
I'll show you real quick if you can see it on video.
Let's see. Yes.
One second. So it's kind of dark. Let me turn up my lighting.
Yes. I was gonna say, are you literally going to show me the boots you're wearing? But you are.
Yeah.
Oh man, what kind of boots are those?
These are from Plato.
Huh. I like this, man. Those are super cool. I'm going to get me some of this. Okay.
They're sick, man. I love them.
Well, in the meantime, take a picture of them so I can get all those details and send that to me. And I'll work all those details into it. Even though when this becomes an emote, it's going to be like so small, you'll never see any of those details.
True. I mean, I'd love to use the artwork for other things.
I was going to say, yeah, you could always use it for other things too. So, all right. So, for the most part, at this point, I would probably feel comfortable. And once I get the details of the pants and stuff, I would feel good to go on to the cleanup, like the inking stage. Might try a few different expressions on your face, like maybe the mouth, like kind of showing some teeth, or like some more different expressions we could try with. So maybe I'll throw you a couple options and
yeah, totally.
See which one we're feeling. But
getting scrutinized for wearing shoes inside.
I do. When I thought you were gonna show me a picture, or I was like, you're actually wearing jeans and boots right now. Good for you, man.
No, I had to go and I had to get outside for a little bit earlier.
See you, Hell Hero. Thanks again for watching, dude. Sorry, the homie's leaving. Gotta shout him out, but yeah, see, you have to.
Oh yeah, I had to get dog food earlier, so I had to put real clothes on.
Nice. What kind of dog do you have?
I've got a little Shiba Inu.
Ooh, nice. I like this. I have a
She's so smart.
I have a Pomeranian.
Oh, I love Pomeranians.
That's definitely my
They're
favorite.
so cute.
They're so
Is it what color is it? Like the traditional like?
Yeah, she is. I had another Pomeranian for a long time. Who was an all black one. Sort of where my fascination with bats came from, because when he was really little, he was like this tiny little black fluff ball with like giant ears. And like we would like carry him around in a little bag, and like multiple people asked us at some point, like, is that a bat that you have? Like a couple people thought, like, is that a baby bat? And we're like, no, but he kind of looks like one. And the craziest thing is my wife had a dream that we got a dog and we named it Dracula. So that's what we named it, was Dracula. So that was our first Pom, and he literally looked like a bat. So yeah, I used to always kind of just draw cute little bats and stuff like that. And I have a children's book that I wrote and illustrated a couple years ago about a boy with like a pet bat, and that was all sort of just like inspired and themed from my little black Pomeranian. But the one we have now, her name is Mina, because in the Bram Stoker's Dracula falls in love with Mina Murray. That's his love interest. So I was like, let's get another Pomeranian and keep the Dracula theme going. So we named her Mina, but she's just like a traditional tan Pomeranian.
Yeah. No, I actually used to have a little black Pomeranian as well.
Oh, nice. Anytime I see a black Pom, I'm just like...
It's nice. So cute. It's in the Discord.
I'm checking.
His name was Miko.
Oh, dude, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I have this little tattoo. I can never remember which ear it's behind. I think it's the other one. Yeah, back here on my neck. Here you can see it. It's a little Pomeranian with bat wings.
Yeah.
You can't see it. It's too hard to see in the thing, but it's my little Dracula tattoo, so...
Yeah.
All right, so I'm thinking like it doesn't really make sense for me to go in any farther, because after this it's kind of like a big next step. So I'd rather stop it at like a good stopping point where I'm not right in the middle of something. So I think maybe we're gonna call the drawing from here, and then next week we'll finish it up.
Yeah, totally, man. Yeah, we'll discuss on the times. I mean, I'm down for Thursdays or whenever. works most for you. So
Cool. I want to make sure we're not missing anything in the chat. So hey, thank you all the new people who came in because of Geoff. So Geoff, thank you for help bringing all these people in to my stream and all the new people who signed up to follow me. I hope you guys will keep riding with me and check out the other stuff I'm doing, and we'll keep doing this. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me, man, and thank you for doing some awesome art. I'm already super stoked, and we're just getting started.
Okay, good. That makes me happy. So, all right, cool. Well, thank you, Geoff, and thanks everybody, and we'll do this again next week. Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm waiting for them to respond, but I don't hear anything. I'm like saying that okay, as in they were gonna say something back, but there's no sound. So,
yeah.
So, all right, cool. All right, well, we're gonna shut this down, and we'll see you guys all soon. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. See
Take
ya.
care, guys.